Hi guys! Alright, so today we're doing something a little different. Today we're making chicken salad sandwiches. And we're making everything from scratch, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is make our own buns. And I want them to be kind of on the sweet side, so I'm putting in some milk, a little bit of sugar, some yeast, mixing that up. And as usual, let that sit for a little bit to let the yeast activate, and after it's nice and foamy, go ahead and add some melted butter. And then in a stand mixer, or you could do this by hand, I'm going to do flour, salt, and egg yolk, and now we're putting in our yeasty milky mixture. And then I'm just going to put in my dough hook, turn it on, and go ahead and let that knead until a dough forms. And this took about 5 minutes, but let it go a little bit longer to just let the gluten develop. After your dough is nice and smooth, it should be done. And instead of olive oil for once, I'm going to be using cooking spray. You can use vegetable oil. Just make sure that it's coated in the oil, and then this is going to go back in the bowl, cover it, and let it rise for 2 hours. After 2 hours, go ahead and take your dough out, and I'm going to cut this into 8 equal pieces. If you want to use a scale for this, by all means go for it. I'm just eyeballing it. To create perfect spheres, just make sure the top is smooth, all the creases go towards the bottom, and just do as I'm doing right here with my hands, and you'll have perfect sized rolls. And this is going to go on a baking sheet lined with parchment. Sprinkle the top of each one with a little bit of bread flour. Don't overdo it, just little sprinkles here and there. And then you're going to cover this with a damp towel, and this is going to rise for another hour. After an hour, they should look like this, doubled in size. And then we're going to take the egg white that we have, since there's an egg yolk in the actual dough itself, and I'm going to brush the top of each one. And this is going to go in a 375-degree Fahrenheit oven for 15 to 20 minutes. And afterwards, they should look like this. And then brush the top with some melted unsalted butter, or salted, whatever you feel like doing, that's up to you. And you got yourself some perfect buns right there. Next up, we're going to poach some chicken. In a saucepan here, I got some water, some chicken broth, and then I'm going to add some dried herbs. You can use whatever you want. I'm using rosemary and thyme. I'm also adding a little bit of black pepper, no need for salt since there's so much salt in the broth, and I'm also adding a little bit of lemon juice. And then once that starts boiling, we're going to add our chicken breasts. Once they're in the water, make sure they're completely submerged. Go ahead and turn off the heat. Let that sit for about 5 minutes on residual heat. Then take it off and let it sit for 30 to 40 minutes or until the chicken is completely cooked. Make sure you check it because you do not want any raw chicken. That'd be bad. So I made sure I cut into it, and there it is, perfectly cooked chicken. And don't worry if you have to keep checking because, this is going to be shredded anyway, so it doesn't matter. And once your chicken is completely shredded, we're going to add some shredded carrots. And another thing I like to add is some cucumber, but I like to use an English cucumber because there's less moisture in there. You're going to want to dice up your cucumber before you add it to your chicken. And if there's any other vegetables you want to add to this, like celery, go for it. But personally, I'm not really a celery guy. Never was a fan of it in my chicken salad, sorry. Now it's time for the unhealthy part of the recipe, mayonnaise. And I like to use mayonnaise with olive oil in it. Yeah, I know, surprise, surprise. But anyway, once you add in as much mayonnaise as you think you need, give that a good toss. And once everything is completely coated, we're going to add a little bit of mustard, some garlic, some white vinegar, and then continue giving that a good toss. Now, I'm adding a little bit of pepper, and if you need to add salt too. I actually didn't need salt, but I'm separating this into a separate bowl because not everybody likes what I like in a chicken salad, because I like to add some green onion, and wait for it, raisins! Yeah, I know, I'm a psychopath. But once you've added all the ingredients that you want to add to a chicken salad, toss it all over in the mayonnaise, and then that's it. Your chicken salad is finally done, but make sure you give it a good taste to make sure that it's seasoned to your liking. Now it's time to assemble our sandwich finally. Go ahead and cut open one of your buns, add some cheese, I'm using pepper jack, and then scoop on some of that chicken salad, and I like to pile it on there. And I'm also adding some romaine lettuce, and then the top bun. And there it is, a beautiful chicken salad sandwich, completely made from scratch. And yeah, this is really, really good. I can't lie to you, this is probably the best chicken salad you'll ever have. And don't mind me over there in the background, I'm just eating the sandwich and getting it all over my face. It is very, very messy. Now, I did try both versions, the one with the onions and the raisins, obviously, and the one without. And you know something? As much as I love raisins and green onion in my chicken salad, it was really good without it too. So I can't really decide which one I prefer. They're both really good, but I'll leave that up to you. Do whatever you want. It's your chicken salad. I hope you like it as much as I do. Alright guys, I hope you all enjoyed this one. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.